drought.
Yeah, 10-year drought. That's why a lot of these cats that talk about the Apostle GREATMILLSTONE, you don't fucking know, man.
You don't know the story.
It's a lot of stories of what they have to go through just to keep the truth.
Right.
I'm talking about that. They explain. I explain the one they explain. I wouldn't give nothing that I've heard that it ain't got said on the streets.
Right.
But they had to take over a building full of drug dealers.
Yep.
You know, a building full of drug dealers. They had to take that building over through the Spirit, and then Most High made it to where it happened.
Yep.
You know.
A lot of faith.
It's a lot of different things too that a nigga that's talking crap about the apostles do not understand or know. And if the nigga heard the story, the nigga was like, damn, alright, my bad, I didn't know that. You know? That's why you supposed to have respect for your fucking elders, man. They teach you that in the world.
You don't know what they went through, man.
You don't know what the fuck like they gonna get on the camera and tell every little thing they've been through.
Hell no.
The fuck? That's taking away time to teach the gospel, man. Yeah, Apostle Gabor walked. He explained recently he had to walk. What, how many? 14 miles? 14 miles, bro. That's a fucking minute, man.
That's like going to another city.
Yeah, that's basically walk from one city to the next city.
He did.
Yeah.
Sleeping on trains.
Sleeping on trains.
Hey, shit, they got grabbed up after 9/11. How fucking much? That's hardcore right there, man. What? You saw trying to pin that shit on you?
Let's go back though. Let's drop some.
I got precept.
Yeah, drop the hot
This
boy.
is 2 Peter's chapter 2. 2 Peter's chapter 1, verse 3. It says, according as his divine power have given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness through the knowledge of him that have called us to glory and virtue, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these you might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. You know, but the point, like you were saying, it was a divine phenomenon that the Lord opened our minds up, starting with Abba Bibbins, when Esau, went into space. You know, that was through the Lord right there, putting the Spirit on an elder.
I got it right here. It's Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Is that the 1620?
Yeah.
To 1970? So the 3 days and a half is from 1620 to 1970. From the point that we landed over here, they say we landed over here in the ships, all right, on Plymouth Rock or something like that.
Around that time,
And then to 1970, Ivan Bivens popped up. After that, the Spirit of the Most High was going to enter into us. And that's why brothers gave up their whole lives to push the word of the Most High. Literally gave their life up, man. Like we just talked, I said it last week or weeks ago, gave my whole 20s up. Said, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I said, I don't give a fuck.
We didn't know that, though.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I remember explaining, when I first came in, I had all these high school students around me and shit. It was your live friends, and your live at the time. He was the only one that converted over. But I remember them telling them, we probably going to be out of here 6 months from now. Them same niggas, I guarantee you, some of them same niggas get high. I remember that nigga was saying that, man. And then nigga is 2020, nigga.
That's why Jacob
Still doing, nigga.
How much more with the apostles? All the motherfuckers that seen the apostles at first, they all old now, man.
Right.
They probably, man, the Lord ain't coming back, man.
Right. So hey man, them niggas but I remember when I was explaining to them niggas was shook than a motherfucker, man.
Oh man.
Understanding that if this is true, I'm fucking done.
We do too.
But it is true though. It is true. They're gonna catch that same feeling when it actually happens. And it's gonna be increased. Let's go out.
Back in Obadiah.
You got a quick hot boy?
They were saying about how he left off on how the hidden things of Esau
Okay,
let's have a quick precept about it in Sirach, the 42nd chapter, and the 19th verse.
Right.
And talk about the Lord right here.
Sirach 47,
42.
I'm sorry, Sirach 42 and 19.
And it says this: He declareth the things that are past and are for to come, and revealeth the steps of hidden things.
Woo! So that's how we found out about you Edomites, which is you self-proclaimed white people. We know everything about you, man. And it's crazy as hell because before Abba Bivens and them really started to really get on the scene like that, you had a lot of activists that was popping up, man.
Heck yeah.
So it was like a gathering up.
Right.
And then the truth, wow.
Yep.
You had all type of activists coming up at the time, and them same activists at that time, they had to do exactly what the apostles did. They had to go into books, read.
Right.
You know?
The Lord wasn't with them though.
But the Lord wasn't with them though.
And it was all the tribes too.
Yeah.
Catching the same oppression, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, brown beret.
I got you
Black
on to line up with the mystery. I mean the revealing. You done with that?
Come.
Alright. It's 2 Thessalonians 2 and 5. Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time.
The he that might be revealed in his time is talking about Esau. He was going to be revealed in his time, because going back 2,000 years ago, even amongst us brethren, we didn't really understand what it was.
Right.
It didn't take until we got all the way to now to understand it's Esau. Because the Most High had it hid like that. You know? Let's go, bro.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
And Esau, his title, one of his titles is Mystery of Iniquity. This nigga's a mysterious, sinful man. Iniquity type of motherfucking figure, man. You know? And then it said, he that will let is the Most High. He's letting until you take him out of the way.
Yep.
So Esau ass is doing what he's doing. The white man's doing what he's doing, fluoridating your water, shooting your kids up with these goddamn vaccines.
Yep.
Full of metals and mercury and baby fetus cells. Alright? The Most High is allowing him to do that until the Most High decides to take this Edomite out the way.
That's right.
You know? That's why anybody come up against Esau, bro, they get broke down. You know? Anybody that get down with Esau then decide they want to backtrack, they get broke down.
Right. They get cut off.
That's why you think that happened to Steph Curry just cuz?
Yep.
Nigga did something.
Right.
The nigga hand got broke, his shooting hand. Nigga lost his whole team and this woman started being a demon.
Even if he ain't doing nothing against Esau, he doing something against the Most High.
Yeah, he did something against the Most High, man. That dude's a flame, man.
Lord ain't with no balls life, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
But it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And that's how he was going to be revealed.
That's right.
That's crazy that the way that the mystery of iniquity was going to be revealed was through mouth, through verbal. Come on, man. Who's there? Who's explaining who the mystery of iniquity is? Yeah. Because according to the world, they'll say, well, everybody is the mystery of iniquity. Everybody's sin. Everybody, the wicked of the world. No, man, the Most High is saying it's a specific person or a specific nation. And then the mouth of the Most High is saying that it's Esau.
Right.
It's a self-proclaimed white man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, whom he will destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And then after we tell you about your crap you're doing on the earth, the Heavenly Father's Son is gonna come and physically play it out on you.
Man.
You know?
And so that exposure came hand in hand when his ass going up there, man.
Yeah. Look at that.
The balance.
You know? Go ahead, Doc.
It's Obadiah 1 and how are the things of Esau turned out? How are his hidden things thought up?
Right, you got that book. Who was Esau?
Yeah, who was Esau?
$11,000 and bullshit.
God damn.
All you gotta do is go to the scriptures, man.
Right.
And have the spirit of the Lord. You'll figure it out.
Verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
The confederacy means with league.
Yep.
In league with each other. All that people of that confederacy, go ahead, Doc.
Have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
See? The men that are at peace with thee have deceived thee. So if they don't eat you, it's all falling apart. You got all these other nations like, man, fuck America. What the hell they talking about? This nigga putting tariffs on this country. That's how I'm eating. That's why everybody hate Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Because he's just doing a bunch of stuff that's interfering with other people's money.
You can't play with people's money now.
Yeah, don't play with my money, Smoke.
Playing with my money is like playing with my nose.
So, yeah, because he's playing with these other nations' money, and it's actually affecting their emotions. We talking about how America is cutting off, he's putting tariffs on these other countries, and it's cutting off the money, and the countries that is friends with America is turning their back on them now.
America runs the petrodollar.
Yep.
You can't buy or sell oil unless it's with the American dollar.
Right.
Gaddafi tried to accept gold for his
Check this
oil.
out. These other nations. Right. Check this out.
Any other country that tries to defy it.
Right.
America's a great prostitute.
Yeah. Revelations the 17th chapter. Revelations the 17th chapter. You're right. Check it out too. These other nations, what they're doing right now, they're separating from the petrodollar and starting to put their money into gold. They're putting their money into gold now. Because what's going to happen is they're getting ready to, America's finna get ready to fall. The greatness that it is at, it's at the point of falling.
Yep.
You know, right before everybody faced, so the great America, nobody can't beat me at war. America, these other countries is ready to go. Yeah. Because America's the big bully on the planet Earth.
They're these men right there, right?
Say it again?
They're these men right here, right?
Right.
They're in skull and bones. Secret societies.
Yeah.
Okay. They were talking about
lock in, brothers, lock in.
Referencing the end times or what these men represent.
Yeah.
The Nephilim were on the earth in those days and also afterward. When the sons of God looked on the daughters of men, saw that they were beautiful, took wives for themselves, all whom they chose, bore children to them. These were mighty men, men of renown. These were men who continued to try to take over humans, like normal people like us. You hold a damn cell phone in your hand.
Somewhat.
What? Do you know what that thing does? Billions and billions of circuits in that thing. Look at that man runs a country.
They run a world, bro.
Of billions of dollars, dog.
Trillions, bro. These guys, they're trillionaires. You know? Let's get, y'all got something? Go Job 9:24 real quick. Go ahead, because the people that run the earth, the Heavenly Father put a title on them. What is that title, bro? What is that title?
That's Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The Heavenly Father called them the wicked. You know?
Right.
These guys right here, they're the wicked. And the way they run in the planet Earth is that you ain't got to, if they didn't say nothing at all you got to do is look at their actions.
Right.
Actions speak louder than words. These dudes is running the earth and tearing the earth apart, man. To the point where the food ain't even growing no more. We got GMOs everywhere. You know? Fluoridated water. Alright? One drop of pure fluoride in your mouth, you're gonna die. One drop. Take one drop, one little drop of fluoride pure in its state. You're gonna poison yourself and fall fucking dead. And he puts these guys had put in the water. You know?
Yep.
Just recently, Halloween passed. You can't even put a number on the amount of children that was just sacrificed. From the 28th to the 30th, it's sacrifice as much as you can. So it's just no whole bar on sacrifices. You telling me these elites ain't got them sacrificing children by the thousands? You know? It's crazy, man. The earth is giving it to the hand of the wicked. Then they dealing with going back to the countries and everything. This goddamn devil is going around playing police on the earth. You can't have nuclear destructions, but we can. That's how they acting, man.
Democracy is what they call it.
Democracy.
Now, why you think them gooks over there in China are wilding out? Because they want democracy, man.
You know what the word government means, right?
Right, it means mind control. Yeah.
What?
That's it?
Yeah.
Mind control.
Mind control.
Why? Why doesn't everybody know this?
That's because they're mind controlled.
That's right, bro. Can I say something? That they ought to care.
Hey, if you don't...
Right now, I just read a book that came out in Ralph's. It's called Fusion for beginners and experts. They're changing the word love to fusion.
Okay.
Because you can fuse with whatever.
Oh, okay.
Hey, remember they started that.
They started putting on all the doors in the bathrooms.
Yeah,
half man, half woman.
Yeah.
It's a half dress.
Yeah.
Come on now, man.
Hey, they started that back in what was that, 2012? Love Win. They started that whole Love Win phrase with the homosexual. That was the setup for transgender. And the last thing is what? Pedophilia.
Yep.
And they just recently, American Psychiatric Association just recently changed pedophilia from a mental disorder to a sexual preference.
Woo! From a mental disorder to a sexual preference.
And they're the one that did it back in 2012 with transgender, and they did it back in 1958 or something, 73 with homosexuality.
Let's grab these things in scriptures that Esau
I was going to say about dealing with the governments, you know, what Esau does is he'll send in an economic hitman to bribe whoever's in charge of that. Oh, okay, the so-called white man, all right? He'll send in an economic hitman to bribe the government, you know what I'm saying, the guy that's in charge of that city, okay, or that state, you know, and if they don't take on to that bribery, what he'll do is afterwards, if that don't work, he'll send his jackals in, and then that person that's in charge, they'll somehow just die. You know what I'm saying? They'll just get put to death.
They assassinate him.
Yep. They'll get him assassinated.
And then they put a puppet in there.
Yep. What do you think they did with Bolivia? Bolivia was all he said. He said himself. It was all about the lithium. Yeah. After he brought in the whole protest and stuff to rise up against him, and he didn't want to sell out to the U.S. government for their lithium.
That's the same thing with the Iraqi protesting right now.
Yep. So the United States of America's government is known for fucking being a bully and going to take people's stuff. You know?
Think you know the richest person on earth?
The richest person on earth is right on this board right here.
Well, we just know some bases. But some of the bases, I guarantee you, have never been seen and they're never going to see. You think America's just the one going on the strings. I guarantee you, that queen, she represents a third of the world. A third. England has been ruling for a long time. Hey, you guys are going to come over to America and do this for a while. You get cut off.
Hey, it's pretty crazy. It's crazy because that royal sea line, do you know it really goes back to I would say Negro families. I would just say it like that for you to understand. Or I would say one of the Israelite families. What happened was what happened was, you look like you went to history, bro. You went to history? Are you into history?
Hey, get your backpack.
What? Oh, it's in the brother's bag?
Oh, it ran over here. Shit ran over here.
What kind of shit is that?
Hey, there you go. There it is.
Get your shit. Be the baby.
Hey, don't kill it, though.
This is what we live with.
Christopher Columbus wrote to the He said, look, they got gold on here. These people, they don't even have weapons. They have tools. So the gold, if you want to get it, all you got to do is send for it.
Yep. Right.
Means there's going to be no fight. There's going to be no issue.
Right.
What better way to convince a people to not fight for a land than tell them, hey, y'all,
bro, lock in.
kill off all the adults and tell the kids you aren't from here.
Right.
Y'all from somewhere else.
Right.
They're not going to want to fight here.
Hey, we got a book that explains that when the Spaniards and the conquistadors came over here, that the Indians, they were so friendly and so docile of what the intentions of the Spaniards was, that he grabbed one of the Spanish swords from the blade part and fucking cut his own hand, because he not even knowing he didn't even know that they was coming to do that to them.
You want to know something interesting? I gotta go after this. Somebody one day said the art of war is to divide and conquer. If you divide and conquer,
that's scriptural though.
You gotta convince both of us.
Right.
If you can convince one of us of this one constant, then both of us will have a problem. There's a problem with the color of our skin because it ain't never gonna change.
Right.
But the problem is that in order for me to be white, there has to be a black man existing.
Right.
I need you to exist for me to be me.
Right.
That's
opposites, or duality. That's called duality. Hey, but Yeah, that's. Hey, Thwada for the little stuff you talked about, bro. All right, yeah.
I got one for you.
Jeremiah
22 and 17. But thine eyes and thine heart are not but for thy covetousness, and for to shed innocent blood, and for oppression, and for violence to do it. That's what the white man's all about, man. He's all about covetousness, violence, shedding innocent blood, man. He's the reason why the whole earth is messed up, man. He's the reason for bloodshed on this earth.
Right.
When he came over here to the tribes, he was ready for war, man.
Yep.
You know, so that's what this man's all about, man.
Word in his heart.
So the finger is being pointed at you Edomites, man. You know, that's why you taking down our channels, taking down our videos, because you've been exposed, man. All right? You Edomites are being exposed, man. And we're in the time of your fall, man.
Right.
You know? We're in the time of your fucking fall, man.
Right.
You so-called Negroes, you Hispanics, you Native Americans need to wake up, man.
Right.
Wake up to reality, man. America was a pit stop. It's not the end all be all, man.
Right.
Our punishment is coming to an end, man.
That's why the scripture said this is not our rest.
Yeah.
That's true, that's not a pit stop.
Yeah, now we're at the end of being here.
Right.
I'm so fucking happy, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's like that train finally coming.
Yeah.
And we've been about to hop on that train and get the fuck out of here.
That's that good news for us, bad news for y'all, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been a minute of being over here, bros. We went in incarnations. Each individual brother right here, we've been in the incarnations of fucking slavery. Some of us at times getting our fucking ass hung, running from Esau. You know we was the ones that was running away.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
The elected Lord, you know they was the ones that was giving Esau the most hell on the plantations, man.
Have to, it only makes
Running away, you know?
Causing hell.
Causing hell, got everybody riled up. We done got our backs towed up plenty of times. You know what I mean? But hey, we at the end finally.
Right.
That's why we just rejoice, bros. Rejoice.
Yeah, we have no remembrance of it.
Nah, none of it. None of it. None of it.
Oh.
You see some of them old Jake stuff from back then, you be like, yeah, that kind of look like me, man.
Or when you don't think, you are easily hit emotionally about it. You know, all these other Jake, they be like, you know, but we feel that shit, man.
Yeah.
Start crying and shit.
Yeah.
Start getting mad. You want to knock an Esau out because our spirit's like, damn, like, you know.
You was there at the time.
Yeah.
It's like opening that door back up. You know?
That's why some of us don't like dogs.
Yep. Yeah. And then, that's the spirit. I was going to say something of that nature. Jake, or just Jake, when Esau pulled up behind Jake, Esau in his police car pull up behind Jake. Jake act like he finna get hung.
Yeah.
You know? Jake think his life, really, it isn't in doubt of his life.
Hell yeah.
Your lights out hanging.
Insurance, all
all that. You know?
Hey, but that's the curse on Deuteronomy thing, your lights out hanging down.
Yeah. You got that, boy?
Just had a quick one, straight to the point.